electrical cables works as a means of any electrical systems. Like in our human beings, what the wheels are carrying the blood throughout the body of our systems. Similarly, cables works as a means of the electrical systems. If veins are proper, blood circulation is proper, so definitely your outcome or anything we can say it should be proper. So this is just basics of the cables we can say. Now we start our session uh, purely technical. Before going to the session, I request everybody, if any questions are there in between, you can ask. Normally we are trying to make an interactive session, but here I think not required for you people. If any questions are there in between, you can raise your hands or ask immediately, or at the end of the session we can discuss. Right. So first slide is very simple. The capacity to learn is the gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. Now it is our choice. What we want to learn. How we want to increase our skills. This is our choice. Let's learn something new and interesting today. We are trying to make interesting a learning process for everybody. Right? And it is a mutual learning. We are also learning from these sessions. Today we are doing, especially for you people, this is the main agenda we can say, or especially savings or energy conservation through cables. Since cables are neglected because cables are not visible inside the ground, inside the wall, so people are not knowing how cables are behaving or what the pains are taken by the cables. So we discussed with the stretch what the contents are there. So what are the basic electrical equipments? We know everything. What are the basic electrical equipments, especially used for generation and transmission distribution side. Then we are coming to the introduction of electrical cables. Once we are saying electrical cables, that means for electrical purpose. Sometimes mechanical cables are available, but today we are covering electrical cables, theory as well as principle. Then basics, understanding the power cables, wires, control cables, especially construction, what the specifications are required, how you compare with different kinds of cables. Especially nowadays, PVC and XLP are more widely used. So we can discuss comparison between various types of cables. Then, very important, selection of cables. How you select the cable as per your requirement, or we can say as per the site conditions, load conditions we discussed here, with short circuit or continuous rating we discussed in the selection of cable. Basically, this session is for whole 2 days, but today we cover up to selection of cable. After that, it is coming to very important handling, laying, installation, because cables are manufactured at most quality conscious way, but how people are using at the site very important, because cables are fitted and forgetted. So handling, laying, installation plays a very important role for any system or circuit of the your machines or plant. Then what the test it is required during the factory, at the site, before commissioning, after commissioning, tests are there. Then effects of overloading, general maintenance practices, general faults, open circuit fault, short circuit fault, how you detect, how you localize, we are discussing in this session, and what new things are coming. But today we cover only basic electrical equipments, introduction of cables, understanding of cables, what the parameters are required, what the constructions are there, what the materials are required, and how you select the cables. We cover today this. Right. If time permits or if your queries are there, definitely we will discuss in detail. So we know basically this is a practical session how we are conducting. We are bringing this complete cable sample kit and presenting on the your table. You can see it, touch it, feel it, how their components are there. So this is the practical sessions we conducted various places, Thermex, Thyssen, Reliance, industries, various industries, utilities, even colleges we did. In Pune, various colleges we did, JSPM colleges, Bharatiya Vidyapeeth colleges, MIT colleges there. Various colleges we conducted this session. Now, since lockdown or this pandemic conditions given an opportunity by remote area, we can share our knowledge. So this is the opportunity for us. Remotely, we share or we can approach to users, academicians, students through webinar basis. Right. So this is just few for your knowledge purpose. Now, what are the basic electrical equipments, especially for generation side or transmission distribution side we are using? Everybody knows nothing is a rocket science. It is simple. We know this is a complete cycle where generating stations are there. In generating station, electrical equipments are generators. Then transformers are there, step up, step down transformers are there. Transmission lines, maybe overhead, maybe underground cables are there. Then substations are there. Again, transmission lines from substations to distribution substation. Then industries, again distribution lines for distribution of loads for residential loads. So these are the basic electrical equipments which are normally we are seeing or interact during our life. Here transmission lines may be overhead or maybe underground or maybe wires are there. So ultimately we are coming to the what is the cable. As stated earlier, cables are the veins of our electrical system, which carries what carries? It carries power from higher potential to lower potential. It carries or transmits power from higher potential to lower potential through insulated conductors with various safety factors. Again, it is a most effective static device. Since electrical engineering, we are using static devices and rotating devices. So cables are a static device. But how we are saying it is a static device? In lifts, we are saying cables are moving up and down. In fires, we are saying cables are moving here and there. So cables are a static device. Why it is a static device? Because it is not rotating on the axis of its own, but it is moving from here to there, up and down, but not rotating along the axis. Right. So it is a static device which carries or transmits power from higher potential to lower potential. Very important. From higher potential to lower potential. Is this possible? We can transmit power from lower potential to higher potential with the help of cable? No. But is this possible? We can transmit power from lower potential to higher potential with any other means? Yes. Through transformers, we can step up our power from lower potential to higher potential. So definition is very clear. It carries power from higher potential to lower potential. Then we are coming to the function. It transmits electrons, current, power, whatever we can say. It in electron form, power, control, signal, or it is a conducting link between any electrical equipments, any two electrical equipments. So this is the just about the basics and principle. Now different kinds of cables. We have seen different kinds of cables. Anybody seen this kind of cable? Aerial bunch cables. Nowadays it is very popular in remote areas to avoid theft, safety, reliability. These are the aerial bunch cables. Everybody seen or heard about the optical fiber cables, telephone cables or jelly-filled cables. Then submersible flat cables are there for submersible pumps. Then auto cables are there. EHV cables are there. Extra high voltage cables are there. Then power cables, control cables. These are the basic types of cables we have seen in our daily life. Now we are coming to the classification of cables. Power cable, which carries power from higher potential to lower potential. control cables for control signaling purpose, instrumentation cables for controlling of instrumentation. Very small voltages are there with different protections are there. Then aerial winch cable, what we have discussed in our earlier slide. Then solar cables, special applications are there. So solar cables are designed as per the solar applications. Submarine cables nearby seashore, under seashore, submarine cables are there. Flexible cables, normally we use in our daily equipments or whatever the instrument we are using, refrigerators or anything. I am audible. Screens are shared. हेलो
हेलो
सर, मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना आप लोग को?
नहीं, एवरीथिंग इज फाइन सर, प्लीज कंटिन्यू. वीडियो इज आल्सो ओके, कैमरा ऑन है, आवाज भी अच्छा है, नो एनी इश्यू.
Okay, if anything is go wrong, please
we'll inform you sir. If anything happen, we'll inform you. Please carry on.
Yes sir. Then telephone cable, optical fiber cables are there. Then special purpose cables are there, especially designed for the special applications. FS cable, fire survival cables, sensor cables, thermocable cables. These are the basic types of the cables normally we see in our industry or our home or in our daily life. And many more types of the cables are there. Now we are coming to the general cable applications. Now power cables, transmission of power in normal conditions. That means if normal conditions are there, so what are the normal conditions are there? If abnormal conditions happen, so how much time duration power cables are sustained so that people can safely evacuate from the place or for avoid any kind of mishappening. So power cables are there. Control cable, control signals. Then fire prone areas. So flame retardant cables are there. Flame retardant, low smoke, zero erosion cables are there. So these are application based cables are there. These are the general applications of cables. Fire survival, basically nothing surviving the fire, but you require some time duration so that your circuit integrity should be there. Your firefighting equipments or protective devices will work. So you require some time duration so that people can safely evacuate from the premises, especially for the circuit integrity in odd conditions, fire conditions, even your mechanical impact conditions are there. And if water flow comes, then it should work. So these are the special purpose cables where human beings are the prime concern. These cables are used, especially big malls, hospitals. So it is there. So these are the types of cables. Now we are coming to the understanding of the why we are coming to the basics, because you are maybe background noise.
Participants are requested to mute your audio. Please mute. Anybody?
Once you understand that construction, so this goes easy for us to understand cables requirement or selection of the cables. So first we start with the construction part. Before going to the construction, we are coming to voltage grades, because since we are saying cable is what carries, it carries power. Power is what? Product of voltage and current. Right. So we are coming to the voltage grades. Various voltage grades are there: low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, extra high voltage, ultra high voltage. These are the various voltage grades are available in international standards or international market, or we can say in India. So low voltage 1.1 kV and below, normally classified as a low voltage. Then medium voltage 3.3 to 36 kV, medium. High, extra high voltage and ultra high voltage cable. Anybody can put in chat box what is the maximum system voltage we are using in India. Forget about the cables, maybe through overhead lines. In the India, what is the maximum voltage, system voltage we are using? Maybe through cables, maybe through overhead lines. Anybody can put in chat box?
So, 765 kV.
Sorry?
765, sir. If I'm not wrong.
765. Okay. 765. Anybody want to add something more? Normally, in suppose we are saying in household 220 volt or 250 volt, then we are coming to the 440, then 650, 1000, then 1.1 kV, 22 kV, 33 kV, 66 kV, 132 kV, 220 kV, then again 400 kV, 765. 765 normally we are used for the transmission of power through overhead lines. But nowadays cables are designed up to 6 to 25 kV in AC system. In case of DC system, it is 800 kV. And in India, highest system voltage is available 1200 kV. Prototype is already developed and working satisfactory in MP, Bina. This is a joint venture between your PGCIL, NTPC, and BHEL. So 1200 kV is the system voltage available in India, and highest system voltage available in the world is again 1200 kV. So we are at par with international voltage systems. So this is just for your knowledge purpose, nothing more than that. 1200 kV what we are using through overhead conductors, right? So these are the voltage grades normally we are defining. After that, we are coming to the basic components and materials of the cable. Since cables are beings in our electrical system, so basic components, what are basic components, what is the function, what is the requirement, we discuss here. First, we start with the low tension power cables or low tension wires, we can say. Then after that, we discuss on the high voltage or medium voltage cables. So basic components. Everybody, you are, imagine this is a cable in front of you. So even we can show the samples of the cables. Is this possible? You can see my camera. In the camera, you find some cable samples are there.
Yes, yes, it is visible. Yes, you
Yeah,
can
it is
show it.
visible. Now
Yeah.
I am putting it this way. So this is
Correct.
a cross section where you find aluminum conductors are there, shape conductors are there, then color
Correct.
insulations are there, red, yellow, blue, black, then binders are there, then black sheets are there, then armor materials are there, then overall productions are there. So this is the physical sample. Now picture in front of you, which is shared in the screen. Right. Here you find this conductor. First conductor. Conductor may be aluminum or copper. Since we are saying electrical cables, so conducting material should be electrolytic grade. No commercial grade is required. With the help of coppers, we can make utensils. With the help of aluminum, we can make utensils. But since we are carrying the power, we require low resistance. That means we require more conductivity. We require more pure form of the copper and aluminum. So maybe conductor are composed of aluminum wires and copper wires. Then it is insulated with high grade of insulation material or dielectric material. PVC, full form is polyvinyl chloride. XLP, cross linked polyethylene or maybe rubber. So insulation part is over. Then we are putting this insulated conductors together to form a cable. We require additional materials to bind the cable. Binders are there. Fill the gaps between the insulated conductors. Fillers are there. If required, as per the specification or as per the site condition or as per the requirement of the customer or project, screens are also provided. Then we require mechanical production. For mechanical production, GI wires, galvanized steel wires, or hard run aluminum wires are used for mechanical production as well as for your fault level current of the system. Since steel materials are hard, this is a steel material, this is the arrow, steel materials are there, and this red, yellow, blue are the insulations are there. Insulation material is the soft material, and steel material is the hard materials. So definitely we require some cushion in between this. This cushion is called inner sheath. This cushion is called, black color is called the inner sheath. Now to protect this GI armors, we require a coating or jacket which is called the outer sheath. It may be PVC, polyethylene, or rubber. So these are the basic components required to make a cable. Basic components and materials. Here in LT cables, you find shape conductors are there. You can see in the picture or my camera, shape conductors are there. Conductor is shape conductor. Triangular shape is there. 3 core, 3.5 core. These are the shape conductors. You also see in picture shape conductors are there. Now we are coming to the medium voltage cables. But before that, this is a cross section. In cross section, you find conductor material inside. Triangular shapes are there. Then insulation, red color, yellow color, blue color, maybe XLP or PVC. Then putting together, armors are there, sheathing materials are there. This is a cross section of the LT cables. Now we are coming to the medium voltage cable. Here you see conductor material, but conductor shape is the round. Conductor shape is the round conductor. However, in previous slide, LT cable, conductor shape is the triangular shape. Why it is there? Why construction is changed? Which is better? We discuss in later slides. So first conductor, round conductors are there. Then insulation, XLP or rubber. But here you find some black color semiconducting layers are there. This black color semiconducting layers are there. Then copper tapes are there. Then fillers, binders are there. Inner sheath is there. Armor is there. Again sheathing is there. So basic difference is the one is the conductor shape, and second insulation. Here you find insulation all are natural color, but identified with the tapes outside the insulation. And here one black layer over the insulation is used known as a semiconducting layer. This semiconducting layer at the two places. One is the conductor side you see here, and over the insulation. So conductor screen, insulation screen. So why screens are required? Again a question. Why round conductors are there? Again a question. Why copper foil, a copper tape is applied over the insulation in ST cables? However, in LT cable it is not there. So we discussed in our later slides. Any questions so far? Now you see the cross-section diagram. Even you can see physical sample of the ST cable. ST cable is you can see this my camera.
Yes, yes. We can see it, sir.
This is the cross section. Now you see the color identifications. Red color, yellow color strips are there. These strips are there, and blue color. These strips are there. Here again I will show one sample. You see, this is the insulated conductor we have removed from here. See, here is the conductor, then conductor screen, then insulation, and overall black color. So similarly, you can see here conductor screen, white patch is the insulation, then black color is the semiconducting, red color is the copper tape, Then these are the fillers are there. Fillers are there. Then inner sheath, armoring, outer sheath. So these are the basic components normally used for the manufacture of the cable, right? After that, since we are manufacturing cables or anything, we require standards. Since we are in India, Indian standards are there. We are exporting in 56 countries, so we require various standards. British standards are there, IEC standards are there. IEC means International Electrotechnical Committee standards or Commission standards are there. South African, New Zealand standards are there. Australian standards are there. These are the various standards we are following to manufacture the cables. However, these standards are available for various products, including cables. Since we are in India, so we are maintaining the Indian standards. IS 1550 Part 1, Part 2 for PVC insulated cables, 7098 Part 1, 7098 Part 2 for XLP insulated cables, but voltage grade is different, 1.1 kV, 33 kV. Here, basic difference is what? Conductor material remains same, aluminum or copper. But insulation part, if it is PVC, then PVC insulated cable. If it is rubber, then rubber insulated cable. Suppose it is XLP, then it is XLP insulated cables. Rest parts are the same. Conductor same. Insulation difference in the insulation part, PVC or XLP. Then various other standards are there for other applications of the cables. Suppose you are using your parts in the home appliances. So you require IS 694, which is the mandatory nowadays. Whatever the wires or cords you are using in home appliances, it should be mandatory marked by BIS. Right. So these are the Indian standards what we need to manufacture the cable. In these standards, everything is defined. What is the conductor? What is the insulation? What is the thickness? What is the dimensions? Everything is defined. How you use the wires, how the armors are used, everything is defined with these standards. So we are maintaining to manufacture cable as per these standards. Right. Now we are coming to the manufacturing flow. How cables are produced. First, we require conductor. For conductor, we require electrolyte grade aluminum rods and copper rods. From rods to convert into wires, small diameter of the wires as per the design of the conductor. Because see, in cable, sizes are different, 1.5, 2.5, 1000 is current, different sizes are there. To make the conductor, we require wires. Wires are designed as per your conductor size requirement. So wires are drawn from the right rods. This is just cold pulling process. Now wires are put together, make a bundle. Now it is a conductor. Now conductor is insulated, or we apply the dielectric material PVC or XLP with pigments red color, yellow color, blue color. Then insulated conductors put together, again you make a bundle. This is just one kind of rope making process. We are twisting together, so cable is ready. Now cable is ready, you require more mechanical production or electrical production at the time of short circuit. So what we require? We require armor. Before armor, since armor is a hard material, we require cushion between armor and insulation, that is inner sheath. Then over the inner sheath, we apply armor for mechanical production as well as electrical production at the time of short circuit. Then these armored cables are applied for the PVC sheath to protect the armors. During the process, complete testings are there from raw material to in process, then final testing. Once cables are ready, come into the drum, then complete testing is there. Raw material testing, in process testing, then final testing. Once cables are tested, passed in all aspect, then it goes to the customer. This is the manufacturing flow, how cables are manufactured from raw materials to final testing. Right. Any questions so far? If you want any questions, we can discuss here. Hello. Any questions so far? We can discuss here. I am audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. At the end,
Okay.
sir, we'll take all the questions at the end. Okay.
Okay. No issue.
Very nice
Now-
going on, sir. Great going on.
Okay.
Please.
Then even if you want to see the components of the material, we can show here because samples are available with me. If you want to see that my camera, you find samples. These are the aluminum rods, copper rods are there. It is visible in the my camera, aluminum rods and copper
Yes.
rods.
Yes,
So
yes,
these
we
are
can
the
see.
rods. This copper
Correct.
rod is the 8 mm diameter and this aluminum rod is the 9.5 mm. Now, as per the design of the conductor, now conductor is manufactured with you can see these are the conductors.
Correct. Correct.
Aluminum, copper. Here you find shape conductors are there. Triangular
Yes,
shapes
shape.
are there. And
Yes.
here you find round conductors are there.
Circular shapes are there.
Now, this conductor is composed of what? Wires. So from rods to first we draw the wires. We convert it into small diameter of
Small.
wires as per the design of the conductor. It is visible in the camera. Wires are there.
Yes, yes.
Different wires
Yes, yes,
are
it
there.
is.
Different
Yes, it is.
diameters are there. With these wires, we are making the conductors. Round
Sir,
conductor,
why you
shape
need just by basic doubt? Now here you are
Yeah.
putting all these your small wires into a group actually. Instead of that, suppose if you use
right.
directly conductor, what would happen? Here
Sorry?
from the conductor. Now here, if you want to make a KBL of suppose some diameter, there you put number of the small wires. Instead of that,
Right.
suppose single diameter used, what would happen? Instead of multiple that wires.
Very good question. Why we are making the wires? Instead of we can make a single conductor with the same diameter, or suppose
Correct.
this is 50 square mm or this is a 70 square mm.
Yes.
Now,
My doubt is why we can't use
Is this
directly.
possible for me? Is
Okay,
this
okay. That,
possible for me to make a bend?
okay, okay. That is for that
Now,
reason.
during the process, during the laying installations, during the terminations, it is practical not possible to bend these kinds of big diameters.
Correct.
So we require some flexibility in the cables. To make flexible cables, we require different diameters. Number one. And suppose this 300 square mm or 1000 square mm, see, this is the diameter, this is the area,
Okay.
and this is the only one area. So we require more diameter here.
Correct.
Not only that, again we are coming to the designing part. Skin effect. You heard of, everybody knows skin effect and proximate effects. Current
Okay.
flowing from the surface of the conductor.
Okay.
Suppose we are using one single strand of big diameter. So current rating will be smaller or lesser as compared to this standard conductor.
Great.
So
Okay.
mutual
I got
inductance,
point.
mutual capacitance, whatever the things are there, we are keeping in the mind and we are designing the conductors. And we are break down this rods into wires and making a conductor. One is the flexibility and second is the increase your, or we can say optimum utilization of your material, which gives a more area and more current will flow through the conductors.
Okay. Got point.
Right. Now again, now this is the now here round conductor and shape conductor. Why it is round? Why it is shape conductor? In LT cables, we are using shape conductors in case of multi-core cables. Suppose it is a single core cable, then single core cable definitely we require round conductor. Here we are not making the shape conductor or square conductor. Why? What is the reason? Because whatever the electrical potentials are there or electrical intensity is there, which is the highest at the sharp points. Here you find sharp points are there, sharp edges are there. If electrical intensity is higher at this point, So we require more insulation to protect your system or electrical field intensity to cover this area. But in LT cables, voltage is again very less. So we are making the shape conductors, which gives the lesser overall diameter. Overall diameter. We are talking about the overall diameter of the cable, which is less, which require less amount of materials, insulation, energy, outreach, less materials, again cost optimization and proper utilization of the materials. We are using the shape conductors. But in the case of ST cables, 11 kV, 22 kV, 33 kV, you find this triangular conductors are, round conductors are there. Why round conductors are there? Suppose electrical field intensity is higher at one point. What happened? Insulation break at that particular point. To make a uniform potential surface over the conductor, we are making a round conductor. Still, since it is a round conductor, but you see here on the longitudinal part, some stretches, or we can say some sharp points are there. See here, it is visible. It is visible in the camera.
Yes, yes, yes.
You find
Yes, it is
some sharp edges here. Again, in this sharp edges, maybe electrical field intensity is varying or highest at one particular point. Again, it leads to failure in the insulation, which gives the problem in the insulation. To make a uniform potential surface, what we are putting? We are putting a layer of semiconducting material. This is the insulated conductor of 11 kV. Now we are removing the wafer from here. You see, this is the visible wafer on the your camera. Wafer दिखाई दे
Yes,
रहा है
sir.
camera में?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
We have removed this conductor from here. You find some black layer. That is the conductor semiconducting material. Even whatever the edges you see here, these edges are filled by semiconducting in the conductor. These are sharp edges, and sharp edges are filled with your semiconducting material. Now conductor surface is equipotential. If conductor surface is not equipotential, then what it leads to the failures. Then insulation part. This white portion is the insulation part or dielectric material. This is the XLP material. XLP is the cross-linked polyethylene. Again, we made this conductor round, including your semiconducting material. Insulation is round. Since cable works as a capacitor, if we give any charges here, some potential comes on the insulation surface. To make a uniform potential surface over the insulation, we are putting again a layer of a semiconducting material to make a uniform potential. Now this uniform potential is available and free flowing from here to there. To make a ground it, what we are doing? We are putting a layer of copper cake. See, this is the copper foil. It is visible on the camera, copper foil. Now this copper foil put on your semiconducting material like this. You can see in the sample. So whatever the free flowing charges are there, it should be grounded through this copper foil. This copper foil is known as a metallic string, which grounded at the ends. Right. Now again I am coming back to my previous slide. See here. First LT cable. LT cable shape conductors are there. Insulation red, yellow, blue, black color pigments are there. Insulating materials are there. Now ST cables round conductors are there. Then we put here conductor screen, black conductor screen, then insulation, again black semiconductor screen, insulation screen, then red color is the copper foil. This is a copper foil. It is visible on my camera. I am audible. Hello.
Yes, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the construction. So why it is round, why it is shaped, you can understand. Clear? Shall move ahead. Right.
Yes, sir.
So the basic construction, just for a knowledge purpose, once construction part is clear, definitely you go for the selection of the cables. Better way you can select the cables. Once cables are selected suitably as per your application, so then life of the cable is around 40 years. Maybe one generation to next generation, cables are used or work properly. Again, based on your selection of the cable. Maybe cable cost will be little bit higher if you are selecting proper. It worth to use for 40 years. Right. Now see the construction part. Conductor screen, insulation screen, then copper tape, then red, yellow, blue identified cores are there, putting together to protect with the mechanical production inner sheath. Again, armors for mechanical production as well as the electric production at the time of short circuit. Then to protect armor, your sheath. Again, the sheath materials are varies as per the site requirement. Normal cables, flame retardant cables, flame retardant low smoke cables are there, zero halogen cables are there. Depend on the site condition. Suppose you are in a mall. If fire happened, what happened? If fire happened and your cable got affected or start fire, what will happen? First part is the come in the picture is the PVC outer sheet. PVC is made of what? Polyvinyl chloride. Once it is burned, it will release the smoke. It will release the gases, toxic gases, because it's a polyvinyl chloride. So toxic gases are released. Toxic gases are what? Polyvinyl chloride. So halogen contents are there. Halogen means what? Bromine, chlorine, iodine. These are the basic components which comes out, emits out, which creates what? Problem in the bearing. So depend on the site where the cables are used. According to this, materials are selected. Normal cable, flame retardant cables, flame retardant, low smoke and halogen. Halogen contents will be less. Your smoke contents will be less, so that people can safely evacuate from the place. Visibility is there. People can safely evacuate. If halogen contents are more, maybe issue in the bearing. Maybe people will collapse at the site. So halogen content will be less, so that people can safely or smoothly breathe and evacuate from the place. So depend on the site. So these are the construction. Now a little bit go through the detail form of the conductors. We have discussed solid conductors, why we are not using the solid conductor. For small diameters, small cross section area, we can use solid conductors. Normally 1.5, 2.5, maximum 10 square mm we can use the solid conductors. These are the
Sir,
solid
excuse me.
conductors. Yeah, please.
Sir, is there any difference between constructional difference between AC cables and DC cables?
Only one difference is there in armor material part. Otherwise, no difference. Suppose you are using cables for the AC systems, especially in single core cable. Otherwise, there is no difference. Suppose it is
Okay,
a
sir.
single core cable, or we are using AC cable in the AC system. So armor material should be non-magnetic material. Because armor material is normally what we are using. We are using your galvanized iron. Suppose it is AC system, then it what happen? It will be magnetized. Then losses will be increased. Or we can say cable may be damaged or failed or got heated initially. We are coming next slide. It is there. So these are the solid wires. 1.5, 2.5. We can use solid wires. But for small diameter, because smaller diameter we can bend. It is easily bend. We can bend. But in higher diameter, it is not possible to bend. Suppose it is a copper, then we can easily bend it. But more diameter, suppose this is the diameter, then practically not possible for me by hands to bend. We require some machines. Solid conductor normally used for the fixed installation and especially used for the control cables. Then standard conductor, class 1, class 2. Again, it is used for the fixed installation inside underground cables, or we can say overhead conductors. These are also used. Then we are coming to the flexible conductors, class 5 and class 6. Suppose it is extra flexible, then class 6 conductors are there. Normally, whatever the wires we are used in our home, in home appliances, it is flexible wires or flexible cords. Suppose you want more flexible, like welding cables, which is required more flexible, then class 6 conductors are there. Then what is the difference? In class 1 conductor, only one wire is there, that is a solid conductor. In class 2, it is the standard conductor, which require minimum number of wires as per the required standard, national or international standards. Then class 5 or 6, here diameter are fixed, maximum diameter is fixed. In class 2, number of wires are fixed, minimum number of wires is defined, but diameter is not defined. But in class 5 and class 6, maximum diameter is defined. Suppose I am giving one classic example of flexible cable. In flexible cable, you find 0.2, 0.3 mm diameter of the wire. But in flexible, you can't use 1.5, 2.5 diameter. Right. So for flexibility, if you want to increase the flexibility, reduce the diameter of the wire, increase the number of wires.
Guys, I'm Mama Cool.
Hello. Please mute yourself. So class 1, class 2, class 3, class 5, class 6 are there based on flexibility of the conductors. This is just I am rolling the slides as per the class 2. What is the minimum number of wires are defined, and what is the normally we are using. Suppose I am given classic example of 300 square mm. Here you find 300 square mm. Number of wires as per the standard, national or international standard, LE may require 30 wires, minimum 30 wires. But we are using 37 wires. So that we are giving the more flexibility and concentric circle, or we can say proper compaction of the wire conductor. We are using the number of wires, more wire diameters. Why it is? We are giving one classic example of honeybee. What happened in honeybee? In one wire, easily accommodate 6 wires. So pure or perfect geometry of the conductor. Or wire, we can put a second layer of wire. It is one kind of honeybee. So pure geometrical construction. So that's why we are using, instead of 30 wires, we are using 37 wires. How 37 wires are placed? Over one wire, we are putting 6 wires. Over 6 wires, we are putting 12 wires. Over 12 wires, we are putting 18 wires. So 1 plus 6 plus 12 plus 18 equal to 37 wires. So perfect geometry of the conductor, because conductor is heart of the cable. If your heart functions properly, so everything is well. If your conductor is creating some issues or hot spots, so definitely this leads to a failure on the cables. So first stage is your heart, how it is made with the pure geometry of the construction conductor. If proper geometry is not there, what happened? It leads to your localized heating. Suppose compaction is not there proper, even your geometry is not there, what happened? It leads to the hot spot in air gaps and leads to the failure. now moving ahead, the conception difference between solid and standard conductor. What is how we are not covering today. Just I am moving ahead. Always solid wires are better for cross section, small cross section diameters as compared to your standard conductor. Once conductor is ready, now what we want? We want insulation. Insulation, again it is a PVC as well as XLP. See, these are the benefits of the solid conductor. In solid conductor, high electrical strength are there, tensile strength is more, tough is there, durability is more. Again, with this strength, your laying, handling, installation pressures are there. Protection against corrosion. Suppose number of wires are more. If environment is a corrosive environment, so what happened? More area will be affected by the corrosion. So protection against corrosion is better. This is the difference how the diameters are different. In solid, diameter is lesser as compared to concentric, then compressed and concentric round. Just for knowledge purpose, nothing more than that. Then we are coming to the insulation part. Again, PVC is defined with various grades based on the continuous current rating and continuous temperature of the conductor. General purpose, normally used for the 70-degree operation. Type B, again, type 70-degree operation. Type C is for 85-degree centigrade, and XLP is for the 90-degree operation. How it is basically what it meant? These are the pigments, insulation materials are there. You can see my camera. Some insulation parts are there. Some pigments are there. White color. These are the base material, PVC or XLP. Here we are adding some catalyst part or pigments. Pigments are red color, yellow color, blue color. We are putting together in a hopper. It is visible on the camera, red color, yellow color. Okay, we are adding and processing through the machine. That is called the extrusion. And this insulated conductor will be like this. These are the insulated conductors. Red color, yellow color, blue color, depend on your requirement. Then coming to the properties. Here, insulation properties are defined in terms of the volume resistivity. However, normally we are saying insulation resistance. Here defined in the volume resistivity. Why it is volume resistivity? Number one. We discuss at the end of the session why it is volume resistivity. Here you find volume resistivity is better in terms of in case of XLP cables. XLP operating temperature is 90 degrees centigrade. PVC is a 70 degrees centigrade. Conductor temperature, continuous conductor temperature not exceeding 70 degrees centigrade in case of A, and in case of XLP it is not more than 90 degrees centigrade, right? Then volume resistivity, that means insulation dielectric properties are there, which is better than XLP. Mechanical strength is almost same. Elongation is better in case of XLP. Now we are coming to the some comparison. Full form of PVC is polyvinyl chloride. XLP is the cross-linked polyethylene. Basic difference is what? PVC is the reprocessed material, or we can say thermoplast material in technical word, or XLP is the thermoset material. Thermoset materials are the materials which are processed once, which cannot be recycled or go in reverse direction. So XLP is the thermoset material, PVC is the thermoplastic material. Number one, basic difference. Then operating temperature of XLP is the 90 degree and PVC is the 70 degree. Short circuit temperatures are better in XLP. 250 degree centigrade and 160 degree centigrade. So in way, we can say continuous current rating will be higher in case of your XLP cables. Right, almost normally we can say 30% current ratings are higher in case of XLP cable with the same cross section area of the conductor. Right, XLP density is lesser, less than 0.9, PVC almost 1.5. So PVC is much heavier than XLP. So cable weight will be lesser in case of your XLP materials. With the help of this property, you can define or we can assess at the site which is XLP, which is the PVC. Just put PVC or XLP material in the water. If it is settled down, then it is a PVC. If it is floating, then it is a XLP. You can check at the site. This is a check for the site. You can take a piece, put in the water. If downside, then it is a PVC. If it is floating, then it is a XLP. Simple, right? So these are the basic properties which is XLP is better than PVC. So we can say XLP cables are much better than PVC. But few drawbacks are there in XLP. What the drawbacks are there? We will show some experiments. You find some cracking portion at the ends of the cable or termination side. In XLP cable, once cables are direct exposed in the sunlight, it got cracked. Cracking phenomenon happened in the XLP cables, but not happened in the PVC cable. We can avoid. We can just put a adhesive tape, color black tape over there. There is no effect of the cracking. Right. And biggest drawback will nobody say about this. One is the cracking phenomena. Secondly, in the event of fire, XLP burned like a candle, but PVC will be self-extinguishing. We will show some experiment. Just a minute, hold on. We will show one experiment. Beautiful experiment. What are the drawbacks in the XLP? Nobody cares about this drawbacks. These samples are visible in Microma. These samples are visible. Anybody?
Yes, visible, sir.
One is the red
Visible.
color, one is the blue color. It is
Correct.
visible, na? Right?
Yeah.
Red is the XLP and blue color is the PVC. Right? We can identify by just putting in the water. It is floating, that means it is XLP. It is settled down, it is the PVC. We will also show this sample, this experiment. First, we show how it is burning. First, we are burning.
Is it visible?
It is visible. हेलो, दिखाई दे रहा है आप लोग को?
Yes, sir.
ये दिखाई दे रहा है? Red color. It is visible, burned like a candle. Some droplets are coming out. Now, with the help of this XLP infusion, we are burning. We are trying to burn the PVC material. It is visible. Now we are removing the flame. Initially, it will start burning and again self-extinguish. क्या समझ में आया इस एक्सपेरिमेंट से हम लोग को? क्या समझ में आया ये जो हमने एक्सपेरिमेंट किया? It is simple. XLP burned like a candle. PVC material अपने आप बुझ जाता है जलने के बाद। तो पर तो एक्सेल भी अच्छा नहीं हुआ। अभी तो हम बोल रहे थे एक्सेल भी अच्छा है। इन ऑल रिस्पेक्ट वी आर सेइंग एक्सेल भी इज बेटर। We had discussed one drawback about the dating. Now this is the biggest drawback. आग लग गया तो काम खत्म हो गया। Then every installation will go fire. But what happened? Cable where fire occurs. Fire occurs where it is oxygen or available air. Now cables are exposed directly in the air. What the material is there on the shipping material? That is the PVC. तो PVC तो पीवीसी मटेरियल आउटर शीट पीवीसी मटेरियल है तो क्या होगा? आग लगेगी, अपने बुझ जाएगी। केबल के अंदर एयर तो है ही नहीं, यदि है भी बहुत कम अमाउंट में है, यदि आग लग भी गया तो वही का वही बुझ जाएगा, प्रोपोगेट ही नहीं होगा। तो जो हम लोग ड्रॉबैक बोल रहे हैं ऐसा जो ड्रॉबैक है नहीं। नाउ ये दोनों सैंपल जो है वी आर पुटिंग इन अ फ्लास्क। ये फ्लास्क दिखाई दे रहा है आप लोग को? फ्लास्क आप लोग को दिखाई दे रहा है? Anybody?
Yes sir, it is visible.
Now we are putting this PVC. PVC को जैसे हमने डाला अंदर क्या हुआ? It is settled down. Now we are putting XLP. It is floating. Means आपको यदि आइडेंटिफाई करना है एक्सरसाइज और कहीं पे भी जस्ट पानी ले लीजिए, उसके अंदर PVC और XLP जो भी है you put it. If it is settled down, then it is the PVC. If it is floating, it is the XLP. So these are small experiments are there. Even इसके अंदर हम लोग ग्रेनुल्स भी डालते हैं। अभी थोड़ी देर पहले we have shown this XLP or PVC granules are there, right? This white color is the PVC. Just we are pouring in the water. ये दिखाई दे रहा है आप लोग को? ये देखिए नीचे बैठते जा रहे हैं। We are settled down. It is visible to you everybody? नहीं दिखाई दे रहा तो मैं कैमरा के पास। ये देखिए आप नीचे सेटल डाउन। नाउ वी आर पुटिंग XLP। You see, XLP is floating on the water surface. कितना भी हम लोग कोशिश करें, because the density is less as compared to water, so it is floating on the surface of the water. Clear? Right. So जो हम लोग drawback, we are saying drawback about the XLP, but it is not there. Right. Now we are coming to the next. Once your insulated conductors are ready, now we are putting together to make a layer. Now this red color is
Sir, please tell me. Our parents is for education games.
We need to think around. There are some agencies, they are doing these things. Suppose if you type MIT or VIT, automatically he recommends.
Some money.
Hello, Praveen Magdu. Hello, Praveen. Hello, Praveen. You want to ask anything?
Sir, just a minute, hold on. Your voice is breaking. I am using another headphone. Just
Okay.
yes sir, बोलिए sir. Hello. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, please continue, sir.
Yeah. So once insulated conductors are ready, we are putting together make a bundle. Like this is the bundle of the cable. We can see red color, yellow color, blue color. We are putting together. Now here important part is what? As per standard, they are asking for the put a nylon thread. Instead of nylon thread, what we are putting a uniform polyester tape, which is a highly dielectric material, and throughout the length of the cable, which gives additional layer of the dielectric material. This is a polyester tape. This is the material. This is the material. This is the polyester tape, which is applied throughout the length of the cable like this. This gives additional benefits for the life of the cable, right? Then we require like this. Suppose we are putting nylon thread. What happened? At the thread point, you find some indentation throughout the length of the cable. But with the help of polyester tape, additional layer of dielectric material. Number one, if any water ingress is there, it works as a water, avoid water penetration. Third, very important, whatever nobody says about the thermodynamics in the cable. What happens once the current is flowing from the conductor? Suppose this is a conductor, insulated conductor. Current is flowing. Once current is flowing, due to own resistance, conductor become heated, surrounded by the insulation. Again, insulation is heated and it becomes soft. Conductor is heating, trying to expand. Now, suppose this is a conductor, is trying to expand, and this bind with the thread, and insulation is there. Initially, you find indentation throughout the length of the cable, which is the weak point. But in case of polyester tape, whatever the thrust coming out is uniformly distributed through the surface. So this kind of marks are not available in the polyester tape. So this is a value addition. But however, as per national and international, both are acceptable. But which is better? Polyester tape is always better as a binder. You see some pictures of ST cables. Pillars are there. Why pillars are provided? Give a uniform, fill the gap and give a uniform shape of the conductor. We are using polypropylene pillars, which is a soft material. These are the polypropylene pillars, which is soft in nature and gives the complete area, fill the complete area. These are the polypropylene pillars.
Sir,
Then
excuse
we
me,
require-
sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sir, you are showing that is this thing. Actually, my doubt that is what is the range of the voltage can withstand this cable, sir?
Basically, see, cables are designed for the different voltage grade: 1.1 kV, 11 kV, 33 kV, 66 kV, 132 kV, 220 kV, 400 kV, even 800 kV. For voltage withstanding, you have to decide your what is the voltage of your system.
Yeah,
Based
yeah,
on
that is the yes, sir. Then what type of insulation, sir? That is the insulation material you are using based on your voltage. Can you define? Means it is okay, sir.
yeah. In my previous slide, it is mentioned here. In previous slide, where we have mentioned the IS Indian standards. Just a minute. And then, as per the Indian standards, IS 1554 Part 1 for 1.1 kV to 11 kV PVC can be used. Up to 11 kV, we can use PVC compounds, and beyond that, we require XLP insulation. See, this is the slide. PVC insulated cables up to 1.1 kV, part 1, part 2 up to 11 kV. But in the XLP 7098 part 1 up to 1.1 kV, one grade, second grade up to 33 kV, third grade IS 7098 part 3 up to 220 kV. And beyond that, IEC standards are there for 220 kV and 400 kV, where people are using XLP insulation, because XLP insulation has the breakdown voltage of 40 kV per mm. However, in case of PVC, breakdown voltage is around 20 kV per mm. So breakdown resistant capability is much higher in case of XLP. So normally today we are using XLP insulation for fixed installation. Suppose it is a flexible installation. Now EPR rubber is there, which is used up to 33 kV. And nowadays new technologies are available where polypropylene compounds are used for 220 kV cables. Depends as per the customer requirement, as per the site requirement, as per the system requirement, voltage rates are defined or designed cables accordingly to that. Right, sir? Any question?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Now we are coming to the laying up. After laying up, we require production for the cable. That is the mechanical production. Again, here very important. We are discuss about the what is the difference between AC and DC cable. Now we are coming here. Inner sheath works as a cushion which gives the protection from the mechanical production. Why? Because armors are the hard material. Armors are different types of wire, strips, and anything are there. Here, very important, for single core cables, especially for single core cables, in AC system, non-magnetic materials are required. Suppose you are using magnetic material, what happens? Cable will be magnetized and cable leads to the heating. So, in case of single core AC system, non-magnetic materials are required. However, for any multi-core cables, we are using galvanized steel iron, maybe round armor, maybe strip armor, maybe tapes are there. To protect armor, we require sheathing material. That is again made of what? PVC compound with different voltage temperature gradients, with different properties, flame retardant, low smoke, and any other type. This is up to the outer sheet. Now, mechanical protection, mechanical properties, we require mechanical property. Then, fire, what is the fire conditions? What happened in the fire conditions? It will release the heat, light, smoke, and various reactant products. And it is a chemical process in combustion of oxygen. Now we are coming to the fire drainage, which will require oxygen, or we can say air, then fuel and heat. Without three components, we can't. Suppose we are eliminating any one component, what happens? Fire will be extinguished. So these are the three components. Here we are defining the oxygen index, temperature index, minimum oxygen concentration, minimum temperature concentration. That means what happened? If fire process start, minimum oxygen concentration required to support your fire process is called the oxygen index. Another part, in normal environment, 21% oxygen available. In 21% oxygen, we are increasing the temperature. At what minimum temperature fire process will be start? That is called the temperature index. I am giving one classic example. In our young days, we are used convex lens and focus on our paper or matchstick, it will burn. What happened? Parallel rays falls on the convex lens and focus on the divergent on the focus point, focal point. In focal point, heat is more. Now oxygen available is 21%. We are increase the temperature by focusing all rays on the one point. This leads to the fire process. So just for your knowledge purpose, now these properties we are adding or enhancing the properties in the sheathing material, which require more oxygen concentration to support the fire process. In case of fire, we require more oxygen concentration. That means delay in your fire process. Second, oxygen is available 21%. Now you require more oxygen temperature which support the fire process. Third condition, if fire occurred, everything is there, then halogen content will be less so that people can safely breathe and evacuate from the place. Fourth condition, if fire process start, PVC burned, PVC, its properties, it release the smoke. Smoke is what? Black color. It should be low so that people can again visible the staircase or safe place where we can evacuate. These are the conditions which required in flame retardant, low smoke. Again, this is the design parameter. Now these are the basics. Once you are going for your selection of the cable, then these properties comes in the picture. These considerations are required. We already discussed screening in medium voltage cables. Semiconductors are required to make a uniform potential gradient between conductor and insulation. We already discussed. We already discussed about the metallic part. Why metallic part is required over the insulation to unearth electrical charges. Whatever the unwanted charges are available on the insulation surface, it should be drained out. Again, this gives the fault, earth fault current, passage to earth fault current. Again, mechanical protection for single core cables. These are the basics. Now, with this, we are coming to the selection of the cables. How cables are selected based on your requirement. Before that, we require short circuit ratings of your system. What the considerations are required for PVC cables, for XLPE cables, what is the initial temperature, what will be the short circuit temperature, final temperature, what will be your metallic screen temperature. These are basics while selecting or designing a cable. So these are the basic assumptions considered for the selection of the cable. Now I am directly coming to the selection and sizing of the cables. I think shall we continue, because I will take only 5-10 minutes. Okay.
Please
Before-
continue. This is very
Yeah.
important. Very important
this is
portion.
basically this is very important, because this
Yeah.
directly linked to your energy consumption
Correct.
or energy savings. I am coming this way. For selecting a cable, ultimately, first what we want? We wanted following points to be considered. First, what is the connected load? Suppose connected load is 100 kilowatt. What is the system load? System, single phase or three phase system, AC or DC? Whether system is earth or unearth, that is also required. What is the fault level current? Short circuit requirement. What is the short circuit requirement? Because your protection devices will be operate on your short circuit requirement. Earth or on the system. What is the voltage system? Because since we are saying power is the product of voltage and current. So what is your voltage level? Then what is the other factors? We can say environment conditions. What are the environment conditions? How cables are laid? Whether cables laid in the ground or air, because current rating depends on what? These conditions. Suppose basically current rating is directly proportional to delta temperature. Delta temperature means what? Temperature at the conductor side, temperature in the environment. That is the delta. Right? If suppose it is air, suppose I am in Russia, where I am in a Kashmir, where environment temperature is 20 degree or 30 degree. Suppose I am in a UP or in Maharashtra, temperature is 40 degree. So delta is different in both conditions. If conductor temperature is 90, Srinagar or Kashmir is 20, difference is 70. In Maharashtra, 90 minus 40, 50. So ultimately current rating will be better in Srinagar in the same type of the cable. Right? So one is the laying condition, environment condition, and ultimately root length. Why it is root length? Because what is the voltage drop? Ultimately voltage drop. Suppose here we are feeding 440 volt at the sending end, at receiving end it should be 440 ideally, but due to own resistance of the conductor, voltage drop is there, and voltage drop depends on what? Resistance. Resistance means one is the conductor cross section, and secondly length of the conductor. Length increases, conductor resistance increases, so voltage drop is increased. Right? So these basic requirements of for the selection of the cable. Now we are giving one classic example. Suppose connected load is 100 kilowatt, power factor is 0.9. It is very simple calculation, nothing rocket science is there in initial stage. But what detailed design we require, another things are there. System is 3-phase voltage. System fault is what? Requirements are defined. System is solidly earth. Voltage grade is 415 volt. Now, rating factors, what we considered, let suppose it is the ground. Ground temperature or environment temperature is 35 degrees centigrade. Then the root length is 210 meters. Then voltage drop is allowed maximum 2.5%. Then how we calculate? Ultimately, uh, power is what? Power is voltage into current into power factor. So that simple formula we applied here. Here particulars are there. Unit is there. Formula is defined. Power equal to root 3. Voltage into current into power factor. Requirement is 100 kilowatt. Voltage 415. Calculated current. Simply we put values and we find current is 155 ampere. Then power factor is 0.9 here. Now derating factors. Suppose what the considered in ground temperature 35 degrees centigrade. So factor is 0.92. So 155. If we consider 155 is required, 155 divided by 0.92, it becomes 169. Now, as per the cable catalog, we go to the cable catalog with aluminum conductor or copper conductor. We design, we find a suitable size of 395 is required, where current rating is defined 191. Now, voltage drop, which is as per the your resistance, we calculate the voltage drop for root length 210 meters. Voltage drop is 25.6. It comes 405. Allowed to maximum allowed is 405. 415 minus 25. It is less than 405. So this cable is not suitable. Now go for the next higher side. Maybe use copper. This is hit and trial. Just put values in the Excel sheet. You get the required size of the cable. Conductor, basically conductor. So this is just sizing and selection of the cable. Now here very important part is what? What is your design parameters? What is your safety factor? And ultimately we are talking about the reliability of the system. Reliability and energy saving or energy conservation. If cables are not selected as per the requirement, this leads to higher losses. Basically, we are discussing about the transformer losses, but nobody is discussing about the losses in the cables. Normally, we are saying 100%, whatever the design we are doing, we are considering 100% utilization of the system. But in the cable, we have taken so many safety factors. This gives the fit it and forget it items are there. Beans are there. Beans should be sufficient, strong enough so that reliability will be there. So we have considered a lot of factors here. 100% of 100% utilization, but none of any moment it goes 100%. Normally it is coming 60-70%. So we consider all the parameters, reliability, then based on we give the select the cables. This is just for the current rating. Then short circuit rating again plays very important role. Then what are the other parts? Fire in case of fire, in case of fire safety, suppose circuit integrity are required. So what components are required? Basic components remain same, but few ingredients are added in the cable which gives the same kind of requirement what required at the site. So this is the way we are selecting the cables. Any question? Hello. Hello, I am audible.
Yes, sir. Sir, for
Yes,
energy saving, XLPE or PVC will be used, sir, mostly,
Sorry.
which will be widely used. Which
Sorry?
cable will be widely used, whether XLPE or PVC, sir?
Suppose I am going back 100 years. That time overhead conductors are there. Then wooden casing capings are started. bare wires are there, but put inside the wooden casing capping. Then comes to the vulcanized rubber. Then comes to the PVC. Then latest comes to the XLP. Nowadays, XLP is the widely used in everywhere for fixed installation. But for flexible installation, again PVC is used. Whatever the home appliances we have and cables are there, that is the PVC insulated cables. Where flexibility is there, and what the experiment we have shown, XLP meant like a candle. Suppose it is directly XLP insulation is there, or a single core cable what is available in our homes or household equipments, where XLP catches the fire, it burns like a candle. But PVC is the self extinguish. So there in single core cables, unsheathed cables are, suppose only insulation is there where PVC is used. Otherwise, 99.99% cables with XLP insulation are used.
Thank
Two
you, sir.
reasons. Two reasons. One is the cost optimization and giving more current ratings. And third, very important, better in all respect to the PVC. What we have discussed in our comparison between PVC and XLP. Lighter, current ratings is more, dielectric properties are more, so better in all way, in all respect. And current ratings are better.
Okay,
Next
sir.
question.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome. Any question?
Sir, is there any FRLS XLP like that cable, sir? FRLS grade?
No, now still today, FRLS XLP is not available. But some people are claiming XLP FRLS is available, but it is not there.
Only FRLS PVC is available, sir.
Yeah, only FR. Basically, I am putting three ways. One is the normal cable. Whatever the normal cables are there, as per national international standard, it meets the flammability requirements. Flammability requirement means what? If you burn a cable and remove the flame, it will be automatically, after some duration, time duration, it automatically, we can say, fire will be exist. Fire will be removed. That is a normal condition. Second, now we are increasing the properties of the PVC compounds by adding some ingredient, that is a flame retardant. I am not saying fire retardant, flame retardant. Basically, what is the difference between fire and flame? Anybody can say what is the difference between fire and flame?
Flame is ability to continue the already caught fire, already ignited.
No, it's okay. And both were ignited. Ignition is there. In flame, ignition is there. Fire, ignition is there. Give some example.
Intensity will be less, sir, in case of.
Sorry.
Intensity may be less in case of flame.
Basically, I am putting simple way. Everybody in our home, gas is there. Flame, Anna? So that is the flame. Flame which is controllable. That is the flame. If flame is not controllable, it becomes fire. So in controlled way, it is a flame. In our home, whatever the gas we are using, flame gas. Why you are saying flame? Because it is a controllable. Right. So flame. One is a flame retardant. Here in flame retardant, we are adding two properties which require more oxygen concentration to support the fire process. And second, we are increasing the temperature. If 21% oxygen available in environment is available, so we require more oxygen temperature to burn, start the ignition. Third,
Sir, if the cable burns,
sorry,
if the cable burns, whether it be the resistance will be decreased or what, sir?
Suppose cable will be burned, what happened? Heat is there. If heat is there, that means conductor become heated. Heat is there. conductor resistance will be increased.
Okay.
Conductor resistance
Sir,
is directly proportional to the temperature.
the temperature, so I mean, if suppose we are giving a 1.5 square mm instead of 1.5 mm, can we use a 2.5 or 3.5, sir?
No, we can't say right now what is the temperature, because at that time of cable selection, we have already
Yeah.
considered the environment conditions. Suppose we are using a cable in Srinagar where temperature is at 20 degrees centigrade. And the cable or wire we are using in Chennai where temperature is 40 degrees centigrade. That means in 40 degrees centigrade, current rating is directly proportional to delta temperature. Delta temperature is what? Delta temperature is what? Conductor temperature, then your surrounding temperature. Right?
Okay.
Suppose conductor temperature is the 70 degrees centigrade and environment temperature is the 40 degrees centigrade. 70 minus 40, 30. Delta is 30. And in Srinagar, 70 minus 20. Delta is the 50.
50.
So current rating is directly proportional to under root of delta basically. Right. So
Sir, basically, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, now we are using in a home isolation home circuit. The minimum is on 1 square or 1.5 square. Instead of on 1.5, we can use directly 2.5, right?
Why? Why? See, this depends on your calculation part. Again, here length is plays in picture. Because see, ultimately what we are asking for the continuous rating, number 1, reliability, number 2, third, voltage drop. Sending side voltage is at 240 degree, 240 ampere, and receiving side suppose it is given 70 ampere. So what we will do?
Okay, okay.
Two ways
The
it is
same
there.
time.
It is in 2 ways. That means more voltage drop. Voltage drop is due to what? Resistance of the conductor, resistance of the path.
Conductor.
Resistance of the path. Resistance of path depends on what? Cross section area and length.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right.
I
So
got that.
now here we can decide which size is required, because this length is again coming in the picture.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, suitable
So
cable for the Bangalore, sir?
Sorry?
Suitable cable for the Bangalore.
No,
Bangalore
basically
is
again,
very suitable cable.
yeah, no, basically see, ultimately what is the load? Ultimately everything depends on the load. Suppose 100 kilowatt load is there, required X cable. Suppose 200 kilowatt load is there, remain everything is same, so required double size of the conductor.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, any cable we can use, but depend upon the temperature, we want to use that one.
Temperature, first is the load.
Load. How
Very
many
important
load
is
we are
load.
conducting?
Yes, ultimately, suppose you want to lift a material of 2 grams. So what do you want?
Okay.
Forklift or simple clamp?
Sorry, sir. Come again, sir.
You want to lift a weight of 5 kg, suppose.
Okay.
Right? So 5 kg weight you can lift with the help of your hand, or you require a crane.
With the help of a hand only, sir.
With the help of a hand only. Similarly, what the load is there, based on the load, you select the cable.
Sir, okay, sir. I got that one. Suppose we are done with for example, you are given for example 5 kg we are lifting in the hand. But for the
Yes.
future, we can't able to change the cable one by one or 1 year or 2 years, no, sir.
that is again good question. See, basically in electrical system, suppose you want to set up a electrical system where transformers are there, your solar systems are there, and cables are there. Okay, so we are considering what the load today load is there. After 2 years, what will be the load? After 5 years, what will be the load? We are considering at the time of selection of the cable.
At the time of selection.
With
Suppose, sir, right now I have purchased one home, but I have sold for 1 year. After one year, I have sold for 1 year. Again, the owner will comes. We want to change the exact circuit. We want to change the circuit from the house. Sir, what can I do?
You
Want to
can't
change
do
the
that.
entire circuit, right?
Yeah, ultimately you want to change in circuit, which is for small equipment, it is okay. Okay.
Okay.
But suppose a big setup, but suppose a big setup, Practically not possible to shift or replace cable every time.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay,
at the time of installation, already manufacturers or industrials or design people are taking all consideration of the future load. That will be
Depending
considered.
upon you want to calculate the cable size.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right. Welcome.
Sir, is there any guidelines on number of earthings of armoring, sir? Armoring and sheath?
Yeah, it is there. Very good question. Basically, here we want to create awareness about the armors. Armors plays two very important roles. One is the mechanical production, and second is the electrical production at the time of short circuit. Right. Now, none of standards define number of armors. Any standard, national or international standards, defined about the number of armors. They defined what type of armors are used, flat, round, design part. But how many numbers of wires or armors are required, not defined. But one thing is very much defined or clearly defined, that is the armor coverage. Standard says minimum armor coverage is 90%. That means your inner sheath, means below the armor, coverage should be minimum 90%. But how you calculate 90%? Is there any formula? Yes, formula is there. You put values in the formula, you get the number of armors required. That means, again, I am just elaborating. This is the cable. This cable is visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Right. Conductor, insulation. This single core cable is the armor is there. How armor is placed together. There is no air gap. Suppose this armor dimension is 4 mm. This is X diameter. Below the armor is the X diameter. X, that means we get the periphery. Periphery divided by this dimension armor. Definitely we get the number of armor. We can't give 100%. We can't give 100% because we want to bend the cable. When we are bending the cable, there is a chances of overlap in the wires. So we require some gaps are there. So that's why national, international standards define armor coverage is a minimum 90%. But whatever the cables are available in the market are, sorry to say that, less than 90%. Because there is no check for the. Sorry.
Sir, thank you, sir. It was a very nice explanation. Sir, one more doubt. Generally, for our residential segment, the short circuit capacity of the LT panel is given as 40 kiloamperes per 1 second.
Right.
But the cable supplier is giving for 25 kiloamps per 1 second. Are they acceptable, sir, cables?
So basically, see, cable short circuit rating depends on two things. One is the conductor short circuit rating, number one. And secondly is the armor short circuit ratings. So first, whatever the armor is available on the cable, it should be higher than your conductor short circuit rating. But again, cost optimization. People are neglecting this part and they are buying cables as per the what is available in the market. However, suppose you are design people, you can you want cables with this kind of specifications. Once you define everything, then you can get what kind of apple or what kind of product you want. So cables are designed.
Sir, one last question, sir. Sir, in the upper slide, you are given power factor will be around 0.9.
Yeah.
Okay. Suppose it may come on 0.89 or 0.990 or 0.91.
Okay.
Depending upon the capacitor weakness, it will come. Whether it will affect the load or what, sir?
Definitely it will affect, but it minorly affect because we are taking so many consideration for derating, around 30% cables are considered for the 30% derating factors. So it hardly matters 1.5%.
Okay,
This
it
is
does
just
not affect. This is a minor effect, no, sir.
Yeah, it is effect is there because see ultimately this concerns the calculation. This is the
Ah.
calculation part. So whatever the
So
value
we-
you put, you definitely get effect on this.
So 0.08 or 0.9, between that one, we can't able to regularly change the capacitor, right?
No, not practically. So that's why for design purpose, normally everybody is considering 0.9.
Hello, everybody get 0.9. Suppose in the case, it will get around 0.8 or 0.75. In that case, we want to change the capacitor or what?
No, yeah, ultimately you have to change the capacitor because again Indian electricity rule says you cannot reduce your power factor because it should be normally nowadays electricity use boards are asking for the unity power factor. Even they are not asking for 0.9.
Only minor will be allowed only, sir.
Yeah, only minor is allowed.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Any question?
Sir, I was muted. Actually, the question is, our cable scale beam is suitable for the given loading,
Right.
but it is getting rejected on short circuit rating, sir.
Which type of short circuit? Armor or
No, sir. The
conductor?
cable manufacturer is reluctant to give 2 short circuit rating. He is just specifying the short circuit rating as 25 kA. He was not disclosing whether it is a conductor or armor.
No. Basically, see, once you are saying 25 kiloampere, that means for the armor. That is for the your fault level current.
But
For
fault
conductor
level is 40 kA, sir. Fault level is 40 kA per 1 second.
Okay.
Based on transformer rating.
So definitely you require a special design cable. So
Okay.
definitely you require a special design cable where you want more path for the fault current. Even
Sir,
day before yesterday, we have inquiry from again one export order where for port 16 square mm conductor fault current is this. Then they are asking for the armor short circuit. Armor fault current is the 4 kiloampere. But however, as per the normal standard cables, giving only 1 kiloampere fault current, but they are asking for the 4 kiloampere. So what we require? We require to change the armor design. Armor design means instead of only galvanized iron strip or wires, along with wires, we give some copper wires, which gives the low resistance. Even if somebody from the mining side, they can understand in the mining cables, they are asking for the 75% conductance of the armor with respect to conductor.
some sir audio issue. We are not getting
That
your
means
voice, sir.
your armor should be approximately 75% conductance of the conductor is.
Sir, audio is can't able to hear, sir. Can you come again, sir? Audio is muted, sir.
You are not audible, sir.
You're not audible to anyone, sir.
Pradeep ji. Hello. Pradeep ji. I think you are disconnected.
So is it section over, sir?
Just we'll wait. Just some issue might be with that end
Hello?
actually. With
Now,
Pradeep
sir.
ji. Sir is there?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Pradeep ji?
I
Sir,
was
you are audible.
हाँ.
बोलिए,
Sir,
बीच में
one
कुछ
doubt.
शायद कनेक्शन का प्रॉब्लम आ गया था.
Yes, sir. I want some your guidance as far as whenever we go to industry to conduct energy audits, and that industry are bit old. Suppose they are old of 10 years, 5 years. That depends. So what we need to take care while conducting audits actually, because that cables are there, everything is there.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Voice breaking. Okay.
Hello?
I need your guidance actually.
Hello?
While conducting, are you getting voice or still it breaks?
Sir, we can't get the video also, sir.
Okay, I will do it.
Yeah, now it's okay, sir.
Sir, just a minute. I am switch off my video. Now, yeah.
Sir,
Yes, sir,
I want
please,
your
sir.
video also, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
You want my video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It on.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
So I need.
My audio is on. My video is on. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Sir, main concern is we go for energy audits. In most of time, what precaution we need to take during measurements as far as the cables are concerned? Where we need to focus more, because we can't understand immediately where there are losses and leakage here and there we could find out. Again, sir, our voice is breaking here.
First safety makes a.
I don't think. I think voice, no voice, sir, no audio.
Sir, you are
No
not
audio,
audible.
sir.
Not
Whether
audio,
is
no audio.
switch off your live installation. Yeah, basically, ultimately, you remove your connections. You focus more on your conductor resistance. Basically, not practically possible to measure the conductor resistance, but you are getting.
Again, it get disconnected.
Sir, can we ask a question for you only, sir?
Pradeep ji, no? You can ask to Pradeep ji, yeah.
But it's not online, sir.
Even we'll do one thing, you can put on the chat box, we'll send through the WhatsApp and we'll ask him to respond either on video call, audio call,
No,
video
it's
call.
not on the size, sir. It's a general question.
Okay.
But suppose we are going for any factory for inspection. If any damages happens in the meter, it has been sealed, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, Pradeep
Hello.
ji ask. Yes.
Sir, one small question, sir. Clarification.
Yeah, please repeat that question, sir. Pradeep ji, one question is there from a participant. Make your camera
Hello.
on, sir. Pradeep ji. Pradeep ji,
Hello.
make your camera on.
Hello.
Please ask the question.
Sir, one simple question, sir. If we go for any factory, the meter will be sealed by the MRT rating.
Hello.
Can you update? Okay, sir. Suppose if the meter is been sealed, in that case, what can we do, sir? What my point, sir?
Whether that meter is sealed or supply as cancelled.
Hello.
Cut.
No. The meter has been sealed with a box, with aluminum box. But we can't able to open without the MRT ratings.
Actually, here, whenever we go for the energy audit, we never bother about that meter box. We never take the reference of that meter. Instead of that, with power analyzer as well as their electrical bills. Actually, on the basis of electrical bill, we do analysis for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and with the power analyzer, actually we measure how much supplies there, how much energy comes that at every point on the basis of
No
department.
necessity of meter only, sir.
But not required, because that is not none of our business actually, because that you can't, you won't get any more data from the meter. Instead of that, yearly data is available with the energy bills actually. And once you do analysis of that energy bills now, we'll get all the historic that changes in the bill. And with the power analysis, whether you want in department or total the factory, at incoming you can put the power analyzer for 1 day, minimum 24 hours day, we'll get the fluctuation changes there. So because the meter is big issue. Okay.
The same will be referred for our residents also, sir.
Yeah, residents also, because residents also, it is very difficult. No, even suppose meter is on, it will give you idea about that only consumption during that period itself, or that some back history is there. Instead of that, as the auditor, we need to actual measure what is happening there, as well as appliances, how much it consumes.
Sir, but in case the one case will came, but the meter is not running, but the supply is coming, but the power bill is reduced, sir.
And then that is advantage to the consumer. It is a fault of that distribution company. So for that, what they do actually, distribution company, they have the connected load. On the basis of average, they will come to. There are some softwares nowadays in the distribution company. If drastic variation is there in the consumption, they identify that particular customer, the consumers, and they visit frequently. And nowadays, because of all these are the smart, the meters are there nowadays.
No, so still digital meter only, sir.
Yeah. But that distribution company will come to know, sir, that if any fault is there, they will come to know.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Pradeep, it was very, very informative, very nice session, sir. And you have presented in different way. In spite of you are away from us, you have presented it is as good as you are in front of us with all this that cables and other things. Even you have experimented that fire and here and there. It was nice presentation, sir. Nice.
Thank you, Pradeep, sir.
Thank you,
Jamadar,
everybody.
Sir.
Thank you.
Jamadar, sir. Chetan, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please conclude.
Thank you, sir. Really, your session was
Thank you, sir.
very wonderful, and you elaborated all the things related to the power cables and their standards. And thank you once again for very much for delivering such valuable knowledge. Now I conclude that today's session is over, and we will meet tomorrow morning sharp at 10 a.m. Thank you.